Everybody?
What's up, everybody? This is young Byron with Young Byron News, and I wanted to do a story that happened in Michigan about this 16-year-old girl was stabbed by this 17-year-old girl over a boy, and the latest news that we have right now. I'm going to do a commentary and a reaction video on this. This is on a fair use. This is intended for commentary purposes only. And so you want to comment, just comment down below and just let me know how y'all, what y'all think about this story after the video.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm reacting to this video. Hope y'all comment down below. Let me know
First, horror at a Warren high school.
I think they're going to probably scarred for life.
An honor student stabbed to death inside a classroom. Tonight, what police say led up to the violence and what's being
over a boy. She stabbed to death over a boy.
Done to help the students scarred by this tragedy. It is a heartbreaking crime that has devastated two families and has shaken the city of Warren.
Two girls, both honor students, one using a kitchen knife to stab the other.
Police saying this all started with an argument over a boyfriend. The tragedy unfolding inside a classroom full of students at Fitzgerald High School in Warren.
Our Team 7 coverage begins with 7 investigator Simon Shaquette live in Warren, uncovering new information about how all this unfolded. Simon?
Dave Glenda, what a classroom witnessed was both horrific and deadly, and since then we have learned that the suspect was able to sneak a kitchen knife into school because there were no metal.
The suspect was able to sneak a kitchen knife inside of school because there was no metal detected. Back when I was in middle school, it was like in 96, 97. We had metal detectors. We had to go through it before we can come in, and it was officers standing by the door checking anything, and we had any weapons or anything like that. But some of these schools, they don't have metal detectors, but some of them do. But it's not going to prevent it completely from not happening, because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, you know. And it's sad. It's sad that this girl, this 16-year-old girl, she was an honor student. She pretty much was a very passionate girl, and she was a good student. And over a boyfriend, you know, come on, you know, yeah.
Detectors on site. Students from Fitzgerald High School taking to Facebook today with an outpouring of sadness following the stabbing death of a classmate identified as 16-year-old Daniela Gibson. Messages of grief were posted following the arrest of a 17-year-old girl seen here on cell phone video. She allegedly stabbed Daniela twice in the chest, wounds that ultimately claimed her life just before 9:30.
And I personally, in my personal opinion, everybody, I don't think that they should blur her face out. I know that she's a juvenile, but if she did what she did and she wanted to be grown, then they should, you know, show her face, you know what I'm saying, to the public. Because this is like really, really heartbreaking and horrifying to know that, you know, these kids are not only bringing guns to school and shooting up school and classrooms, but they also bringing, you know, kitchen knives, and they don't have no metal detectors and nobody to check them before they, you know, enter the school building or anything. You know, you don't know what this world is going to, and you don't know what's really going on. So let's continue.
a.m.
I know that the school resource officer is having a very difficult time. It's just a true tragedy.
Police have since recovered a murder weapon and say the altercation was prompted by competing interests for the victim's boyfriend.
I mean, you're talking about two young ladies that were students that were going to school to learn.
We've learned the victim's boyfriend had previously dated the suspect. Both the suspect and victim were also friends.
So the victim's boyfriend had previously dated the suspect, the girl that styled the victim, the 6-year-old girl that was styled. Her boyfriend used to date the 17-year-old suspect. What I think about that is some of y'all kids, I know I understand because I was in high school, but this didn't happen in my high school because I went to a really good high school. I wouldn't say the best high school ever, but none of this went on. Maybe after I graduated from high school, this may have happened a few times. But yeah, so that's why, you always keep your kids closer and you always kiss your kids and hug your kids good night and love them. And, look at their, social media activities, what they're doing and stuff like that. And if you see anything strange or anything out of the ordinary or them getting an argument or fight, then, you should, do something about it as a parent. And I don't know if the teachers or principals was aware of, all this stuff that was going on, but according to the media, she stabbed her. She brought a kitchen knife to school and it didn't have metal detectors, so she stabbed the girl in the classroom. And this is like, my heart goes out to the 16-year-old girl's family. If I had a 16-year-old daughter that happened to, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about this. I'm going to play a little bit of it and wrap it up.
1 point. Straight A students with no prior issues. The victim was in the school band, honor guard, student council, and many other.
Wow, she was in a school band, honor student. And, this case was not a case of this girl was a bad student. She got suspended or expelled. There's no indication that this girl was like, too fast. Pretty much what they used to say when I was in school, back in my days, too fast or anything like that. She was a good girl according to, what they're saying right now. But if I get more update on this story, I will let y'all know. But I still think that they should have showed the 17-year-old suspect's face because, how you gonna, bring a knife to school and hurt somebody that, was a good person, hurt anybody really, even if she was a bad person, still don't make it right.
Other activities. Police say the suspect has already made certain admissions and is expected to face murder charges.
I can't emphasize enough that, how this department feels, the sadness and the prayers that goes.
And plus, I hope that she faced murder charges in the first degree, and I hope that she gets trial as an adult. I think that they might trial her as an adult because they didn't say that they was going to put her in the juvenile population. They didn't say more about that, but I just hope that, she pays for what she did to this girl because this girl was an innocent victim, and it's sad, it's really, really sad. But the reason why I'm doing this story because it touched heart with a lot of things that happen with these teens and even these little kids out here. And, if the schools are not safe, then where is your kid safe? And you don't know. It's like, you turn on the TV, you watch the news, and next thing you know, your kid, you get a call from the detective or the school that your kid, was hurt and stuff like that. How would you feel? You'll feel devastating, because it's very devastating. Because with this, this story, a lot of these stories happen for a reason, but none of these stories are justified or will ever be justified in court, or people won't forget about these stories, because these stories are just horrifying. These stories are really, 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 really sad, and we wish that we had something to prevent this incident from happening. But unfortunately, we live in a time where we live in a dangerous time, and you just gotta say for what it is and not for what it's not. So yeah.
To the victim's family.
Is closed today, and
I like to wrap it up. Well, kids, if y'all having problems in school, just let y'all parents know. That's including my child too as well. Even though my child is not in school yet, she's 3 years old, but she will be next month. And as she get older, I would want her to let daddy know, anything like going on in school, that to let, daddy know, pick up the phone and let me know what's going on. And that goes for every other parent too. So to then, peace, like, strike, meaning peace, like, and support my channel, please. This channel. I haven't been really active on this channel that much, as y'all can see, because I've been focusing on my Up in the House Records TV channel and my Young Byron channel. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.